Alright everyone, we got a quick little battle here. Well, it is me doing some 3v3s. I tried to get a few games going, only got one, sadly. And it was a fun one. So I did want to show it off. Let's start over on this side, we have JJ Gamers as Arverni. Basilia here with me, playing a faction I am not used to in the slightest. And of course, Leo playing Sparta. Which I believe he brought the fun boys. Yeah, there they are. Royal Spartans. I think he has three of them. Yeah, he's got three of them. But on the defense, we have Green Kenobi, 3 at 11 at 2. Then a surprise entry that I did not expect to see, which was titled some 74012. He was only able to stay for one game, and I am glad for him, because it was a fun one. And of course, Green Kenobi is Swaby. 3 at 11 at 2 is Kush. And titled some 74012 is, or just titled some, is the Odrescent Kingdom. With that, let us get this party started, see what's going on here.
Right now, behind those walls, fear is eating at our enemies' souls. Fear! Fear of you and what you...
I don't know why those go away now. They definitely didn't move that loser. We just see it. But to start off with, yeah, a lot of fire coming in. They are beating up my Axe Warriors. They are scared of them. Don't know why. Because to be perfectly honest with these army comps, the Thorax Swords are going to do far better. For sure. But no hidden units on the flank, since pretty much only our archers can play around that way. And that would be a very dangerous scenario to be in. For sure. Poor Axis. Oh. We have Kush lining up on Averni. We don't know who's in the center. Probably going to be a mix. It's interesting that Swaby and Odrescent Kingdom are together on a defense. I mean, they both have the same weaknesses. But we shall see. Of course, with this protecting my swordsman. I was hoping I was hoping they would play something there, and I could have something fire there, but they didn't. Let me see it. Let's see how my infantry's doing. My infantry that they're beating up 115, 127. Oh god. They are beating up my boy. They are now beating up the Periokias now too. So at least they're sharing the love. Alright, we got some Kushite slaves sneaking on out. Playing a game. Trying to delay the Averni attack along that wall, which makes sense. The attack's pretty standard for Carthage. You do want to take this territory as cleanly as possible, because it's going to give you a nice little foothold to push in a few different locations and expand operations if you need to. Yeah, sadly that's messed up. You can already see it by that. Oop. If only a small one, but it did what it needed to. It broke that ballista. And he's waiting for that to get destroyed so he can expand. The ballista crew was running and they all died. No. This guy's going to go help the Kushite slaves. Of course. Looks like we have Odrescent Kingdom being the front line. Some spears. Got some Thracian warriors. Some more Thracians. That's a Hex Bear there. Interesting. It's rare to see someone bring Hex Bears, but you know what? Might not be too bad with a shock faction like the Odrescent Kingdom, because if they get that shock charge in and then a Hex Bear lowers their morale, you could actually probably break a unit pretty well. There's another Hexbear there. 3 Hexbearers. That's 3 Hexbearers. That's a lot of Hexbearers. I'll be honest with you. Interesting.
Get ready!
Interesting for sure. Periokiai's flowing in, following my Axe Warriors. I'm gonna... yeah. He's gonna sneak on in. He's gonna throw some javelins and sneak in. I was not paying attention to this. But at least I got some javelins off as well. But he's gonna flank charge me. But luckily, the Levy Freemen notice. They're gonna come in and help me. Yeah. There they go on in. I was busy microing right over here. As we get the first engagement, spears are taking a beating, but the Thracians are coming in. Axe Warriors lose them, but now the Levy Freemen are in, and the Kushites are going to lose. Which is fine. If I paid attention, I could have won that fight, but I was an idiot. But we have a fight on the walls. We have some, looks like Celtic Warriors taking on some Hex Bears and some Club Levy, doing some real damage. Units, that. Looks like they weren't able to destroy it. I probably should have. Over here, the first of the Axe Warriors are falling. Second of the Axe Warriors are taking some damage. Yeah. They're just getting shot into the side by the slingers. And this is what I noticed with my Axe Warriors, so I went to help the levies get in against that Bloodsworn. And that's pretty much a dead unit of Kushites. I don't know why you didn't just stay in that fight. But over here, the Axe Warriors doing what they can.
Yes, Commander!
Perioki, I do firing,
Take aim!
doing their best. And get ready to move the Thorax in, and I'm already running low on infantry.
At the double!
Over here, the Axe Warriors are still trying to hold, but they're gonna... yeah, there they go. They just got run over. They just ran through them. That's sad. Oh, that is unfortunate. That stopped them. That's why you don't pull through, by the way, because the unit likes to get stopped. And that just gave them an extra volley. Yep, they got a full extra volley that they wouldn't have normally gotten.
Stop now!
It's insane. I'm now firing into those Thracians,
At the double!
doing what I can to help the flank. Axe Warriors moving in against those Hex Bearers. Let's see how. Wall fight here. Celtics are still holding out. I mean, that's an armored Shotel on the wall, so they're not going to win. Over here, basically no one won. Everyone's dead. You know what? Technically, Sparta won. I'm going to give it to him. Sparta won that fight. His Periokii are going to be able to take this courtyard. And these guys are going to be forced to pull back. The healthy Thracian and, of course, the Hex Bearers are pulled back. And, of course, the very weakened Thracians are left. How's the Sally out looking? Bloodsworn are still just holding that area. It's going to force Averni to kind of float around.
At the double!
Thorax are going to win that fight, especially in sustained melee. Hex Bears are losing pretty badly. That might be my only good Axe Warrior, to be honest. How did this one do? No, this one did 129 kills. Okay. Taking the volleys for me. Just letting him kill these boys. And we have Spear Wall. Okay, Spear Wall as well. And another unit of Hex. So that's the Hex Bears behind them. Interesting. Kush's general is the Royal Kushite Archers, which is interesting as well. In their own right. Yeah. The Celtic Warriors are now winning. They've decided that they're done with this bullshit with the Bloodsworn and have decided to send in Chosens. Which, to be fair, are going to win. Pretty handedly. What else do we got? Yeah, we have this line of Udryssan Kingdom, which is going to be very dangerous. Thracian Warriors, Spears. Thracian Peltists, more Spears, more Warriors. Yeah, I do not want to push up there against the Peltists, because the Peltists will beat me up. Khemri Bowwoman moving very far up. They actually still have ammo. No, my Axe Warriors ended up dying, so gotta send in that Thorax. Yep, and the Bloodsworn are dropping.
Take aim! Move it! Now!
Yep, the wall fight is over. Vernie did end up losing. I mean, there's 2 Arma Shotos on that wall. To be fair, that was always going to happen. Of course, the Bloodsworn are dropping like flies. Yeah, that's over 100 kills. Honestly, these Averni are going to have a fun time playing this game with them. Artillery still shooting in. Yep, there we go. Beating up those Khemri. And with the Thracian Peltis being pushed back, it's time to move in. Over here. Yeah. The spears are broken, but the Thracian warriors are getting in. They're actually gonna, yeah, they're gonna have a field day here. Not for too much longer, but like that's what I mean. Like if you had the Hex Bear with them, that because of their shock infantry potential, that could have broken them real easy. The Khemri are forced back. It's now time to target those Royal Kushites. We still have a lot of Averni left, a lot of Chosen Swords. I mean, an absolute ton of them. And Sparta still has their mainstay. They still have a lot of Spartan Hoplites. I think they still have all of their Spartan Hoplites and all their Royal Spartans. I'm the only one who's bloodbed so badly. And that's what I mean. I am far more hyper-aggressive than a lot of other people. Pushing is... If I'm not pushing, I'm not winning. I don't like to not push. They got stuck there because the spears broke, so they're just standing on each other, barely fighting. Which is not good for me. Royal Kushites are starting to drop some more. More Gallic Hunters, of course. That is a large contingent on this left-hand side, to be perfectly honest. Rest of my boys getting in Massilian Thoreo Spears, Peltists. I really don't have much more. I have my Cavalry. they're pushing back. They're down to 70, so that general is very lost. Let's see what else we've got. Perioci versus more of those Thracian warriors, yeah. They're going to lose a lot of them early on. Thracian warriors. Ooh, and that is a mercenary veteran. Okay. There you go. That's exactly what you want to do, Sparta. Assuming this one has javelins, yeah. Good job. They're pulling back. I'm pulling the thorax to go help. I'm back to fighting again, and of course, here comes the Thracians, which are going to do some real damage to me. They're what I'm really scared of, them and the armored Shotels. But they're back on the wall grind. Chosen Swords are going to lose. That's Armored Shotel Warrior. But the Armored Shotels are being shot. Yeah, these Spear Walls are going to lose, and then we are not going to be able to do anything against that Armored Shotel. Bring the Light Cavalry in. Thracian warriors being bullied. Double volley. Yep. Perioci, I still hold him out. Just a really proud moment. The volley fire back in. Royal Kushites falling. They only have 4 kills. You gotta be kidding me. Royal Kushites are really good too. That's sad. These Gallics are not looking healthy. They were also out of ammo, so. Yeah. Thracians being forced back. Yeah, there's not much up there. Alright, what do we got over here? Yeah, a lot of fire coming in. Helot archers, Perioci coming back. I don't think we've had any Spartan hoplighted yet. No, we haven't. They're still sitting back there. Yep, here comes the Thracians again. And they're going to do some real damage. Yep, already up to 80. What? God. 85. Yeah, they're just going to tear through my thorax. Ugh, they're painful. That Royal Kushite is finally going. They managed to actually pop off an ability before they died. Thorax, they're just getting shot to shit. Still got 100 kills. But yeah, that is getting shot. X-Bear is dropping, and now here comes a Shotel Warrior. Shotel. Well, the Spartan hoplites are getting ready to go in. That's good. The Averni Gallics are actually firing on that wall, which is a really good shot. A lot of good boys. And they also have Gallic Hunters firing in on these Shotels. Very good positioning with a lot of his units. Especially his archers. Basically, it's where's it going to break through first. Yeah, that was sad. Pathetic. They missed. Yeah. We're hoping to break through the center because the center is where I am at. With a bunch of thorax. So I'm hoping to break through here and kind of split them so I can get the cavalry through and get behind. We'll see how that goes.
On my orders, withdraw! Kill!
These thorax are going to die, and I'm pretty much going to be out of thorax. To be honest, this is where I make one of my first screw-ups. Light horse, I move up to push through that little gap there, and then I just don't move them. So they just get shot. Another volley. Actually, they're shooting at the peltas. There they go. Boop. Killing the light horse, and by the time I move it, it's too late. Try to move them in, and I take more casualties. Yeah. Pull the light horse out, or try to. And I lose a lot of them initially. Over here, the Threo spears are finally losing. I'm about to be out of infantry. Yep, and then I leave them here where they're still able to get shot. Well, they are dumping ammo on light horse, so I am a little happy with that. I'll be honest with you. But yeah, that's my last unit of thorax swords now in the fight. Galac's trying to do what they can on the flank. More Perioci. More Perioci. Let's even use Spartan Hoplites. No, the Spartan Hoplites are still sitting there. DM. Divernian's moving more as men in, and there is a massive sally out. Because they have the opportunity to show tell warriors, disciples. Disciples doing really well. I mean, they're losing the fight now, but they have 125 kills. Kushite slaves. Is that a Kushite slave and another disciple, a full health disciple? Well, the cavalry came back, so I'm pushing them back in. Now, this time I actually can move this up, because these guys are going to die in a second. Spartan Hoplites have come to help me, and that should allow us to break through very fast, along with the archer fire. Should be the last volley needed. Boop. They're gone. I still do fire another time, yeah. Bad plays on my side. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, you should have just committed into that fight, to be honest, at that point. The light horse moving around, trying to mess with them. And they have another mercenary veteran hoplite just sitting there. These Threos are still holding, which is wild. It's a base slave infantry, a full 160 man. I'm sure they'll do fine. Yeah, they don't. Thorax, I'm moving on in. Trying to beat up that club levy. But those disciples do well and get in. Yeah. Nice charge on the disciples. I was not paying attention. I charged the wrong unit, and they're gonna die. There goes the last of my boys. I don't even know if I get 2 kills. I don't think I do. Yeah. Nope, I don't. With that, that is my infantry gun. Except for that Threo spear. Just still holding. I'm playing with my light horse trying to get them back. Epeius was helping. He's moving back in. Now that they've moved inside. He still has ammo, so he's going to fire along the flank. Yeah, there we go. Right into those armoreds. Not doing much kill, it's Armored Show does. And this is where I make my next mistake. I do not notice this. I just charge them in, and yep, they just get obliterated. Thracian Nobles sit in there. They're going to carve them to pieces. They didn't charge, but I didn't charge either. I pretty much lost that cavalry. My poor light horse. I needed them to harass. Yeah, that Kushite gets into a better position than I am. I try to run as fast as possible, but they still manage to get a volley off. Not much of one, though, so luckily I am safe. And I try to go for a cheeky charge on these veterans before they get into position, but they do manage to get into position beforehand. Just sad. So, let's get out of there. Cavalry's still alive, though. So, hey. There's that. Still got ammo. Where are they firing? Still onto that flank. Yeah, trying to break through that left-hand flank. Get the Galatians in, but there is a Disciples of Epidemac there. And I initially go to charge and I go, oh, that's Shotel's. I'm going to pull away and fuck right off. Sparta doing well. Starting to push in. Spartan hoplites, they're getting shot in the back, though. Ooh, those slingers. You know what? Those Threo spears are still holding. And Peltists are coming in to help them. Or they were. But they got held up. They're going to go back up. Yep, those slingers are starting to go on in. Verney bringing their light horse in. Hopefully they do better than mine. Mine are just still roaming around trying to mess with them. Yeah. Just harassing. Because I realized that they're pretty much dead units now. So I'm just running around doing what I can. This is where I make another mistake. I do not notice the Kushite slaves move in, and they actually manage to charge me. Luckily I can recover from that still. What pisses me off is the charge that comes after. But hey. Yeah, they're out of ammo now. Nice volleys in. Peltis doing what they can. I actually get a light horse charge in. Yay. I don't know if I kill anyone. I killed 8. He didn't, but I harassed him. Yeah, this is where I charged them, and it decided it didn't want to charge, which pissed me off. So I just run away. Using these Galaxies to try to hold up reinforcements, try to open up the gap, allow our guys to get in at this point. Yeah, pay us down to 49 men. They took a lot of volleys. This is still being held as stalemate. Armored Shotels and Shotel Warriors. Armored Shotels on the wall, like they're still doing great. Still got a full, pretty much a full disciples here, full Kushite slave, and there's some more Shotels and more Kushites. They're now firing in and saving my Thoreos. Maybe they'll get 100. Probably. Maybe. Yep. Belta's doing what they can. There's still a lot of Sparta left, a lot of Averni left, and very little Massilia left. Yeah. Honestly, as fun as it was, I think the Kushites made a mistake with sallying out. I think if they consolidated inside more, they would have had enough men to hold us.
By your command.
Second winding myself.
Riders, advance!
Kushite slaves moving across. Yeah, they're dying. Pay is coming in to at least just help finish them off. Go, they're gone, and now it's time to go down. What's going on over here? Yep, Peltis won somehow. Thank you. Archer saved the Massilian Thoreos. Yeah. They're now on a final defense. There's still Royal Spartans left, too. That's the worst part. Like, the 3 Royal Spartans still haven't been used. With this, they've managed to win here, and they're pulling back a bit further. But Kush is isolated. Kush cannot... Kush is stuck. They still have Perioki Spears alive. God. That's insane. They still have a full healthy unit of Perioki Spears. I was thrown to the wolves. I was betrayed. Nah, Sparta's just a lot slower of an attacker. Just due to the nature of their units. Base Lancers in. They did actually manage to turn around. I did commit to the charge because I was hoping they weren't in position, and they weren't really in position. I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage to them. As you can see, charge on the back. Let's get out of there and recharge. And this time I'm going to wait for the Chosens to get in. Because they are no longer facing my direction. But now that they're pushing up to chase those Chosens, let's get on in. Bam.
Yes, Commander.
And those Shotels are going to die. This time commit into the fight. Keep them in. For a little longer. There they go. Let's see how the main front's looking. My boys are trying their best to hold out. 147 there. 109 on those. Those Peltis, I love Peltis, man. They do so well. That's still a full healthy unit of Peltists. Kimmeries that haven't really fought. And of course they have all their nobles. The nobles are going to be a pain. But Epeus going to start rotating around. Down to 34 men. How's the light horse looking? 123, still very healthy. And Sparta's going to be able to move over onto this flank pretty consistently. Averni's got a few good troops left. A lot of them have been whittled down by Kush. So Sparta's our main attacking force with all those royals.
Pull back!
188. Yeah, I'm basically going to just send the Gallics into the meat grinder. Keep the fight going, especially now that they're out of position. Try to do what I can, but these Gallics are not going to win. They got a few kills, though. That's all that I can ask for. They got 2 kills. Chosen still facing those disciples.
Riders, advance!
I'm basically going around the longer way to avoid him noticing and being able to trick my charge. Even though I know it's going to cause me to take a lot more damage to the towers. Yep. But he moves the armored shotels up, and I'm like, oh, great, I didn't have to do that. Fuck. Perioki spears are in. Of course, the mercenary veterans are facing the other way, so charge them in the rear. That's right, gotta kill. Trying to get the attack and rear penalty on these guys. Do what I can. If I break this unit, it's worth it even with 2 kills. Woo. Ooh, no, 3 kills. We broke them. Victory. Yeah, light horse over there. Swordmaster General being pushed back. And of course my Hippeus were able to charge into the back. It's 1 charge in, and this is going to be the final charge, and they're going to die here. But broke those armored shotels. And of course they get stuck on these armored shotels. And I try to get in and prevent them from charging in, which I do pretty decently. Not completely, but hey. My ballistic crew's also here to help. 66 kills. Yeah. With that, I'm going to push out in the round. See how this fight's going. Doing pretty well. The Swordmasters are all that's here, and they're going to get beat up for sure. Yeah. They're not looking pretty. Sparta's maneuvering his hoplites around. Light Horse pulling back because they can't really fight that fight. They were neutralizing that, and the nobles came in. All the Royal Spartans are getting properly involved now. Are getting ready to get properly involved. Swordmaster's dropping. Another Swordmaster General coming in. Basically, all that's going to be leaving is the Odrissan Kingdom to hold, and they're not the best at holding. Of course, Mercenary Cretans on this ridge to fire on down. One of the fun tricks, if you can get it off, is to get the ballista onto this ridge. Like the movable ballista, and then they just can't hold this position in the slightest because you can just blast down into them. I let archers fire, get the Kimmery bowwoman on the wall. Both of them have their bows. Ooh, that was a bad shot. But a lot of those were blocked as well, so hey, turnabout's fair play. Peltas moving in. Same with the slingers. With that, the disciples have fallen. Averni wins, and they can move those. Not very healthy, but that's still 100 men into the fight. Peltas taking the brunt of those hits. Able to counterfire. Okay, nice. Yeah, we got Spartan Hoplites. Moving on in. Waiting for these guys to break through on their side. Well, Spartan's getting ready to push it now. Starting to get into this fight. Yeah. This is pretty good on the defenders. I think Sparta did a good job with his units. He held a lot back, and we were able to utilize them very efficiently at this endpoint. So we'll see if that's enough, because they are Spartan hoplites against Thracian nobles. Holding versus piercing, so we'll see who ends up winning this fight. And I'm trying to be cheeky against Titled. I know Titled's a very good Uthracian player, so I am still a little worried. Depending on how much damage those Swordmasters can do, how much damage those range can do, we might still be looking at a back to even fight. Of course, he can advance against those Spartan hoplites because of the Cretan archers there. I'm just doing a last-ditch push, see if I can help aid the Spartans in here by trying to stop. Bit of an attack. I know I'm going to die here. But, charge on in. Stop them from firing. Get a few kills, weaken them a bit. Yeah. With that, hopefully did enough to get a few volleys in. Of course, what else helped seal the deal is the fact that those Kimmery boy women got caught out by those Chosen. So, a lot of range is going to go down. And I forced them to waste a volley. Yeah, Thracian nobles starting to get targeted if they get too close. Trying to figure out the range of the units. Slinger's still able to start putting in work. Yeah, they've got to pull back now. The blob of Spartans are pushing through. Well, not really pushing through, but breaking through. Light horse managed to notice what's happening and get away in time. Now they got another light horse into the back lines. Very fast cavalry. And they are fresh. Yeah, Peltas trying to soften the blow against those hoplites. I mean, I don't know if I would have done that. I would have waited till you could actually push in with your units, but Sparta's broken through. And I think that might be too much Sparta. With those Royal Spartans, I think there might be too much. And now they still have a full health Oathsworn. Yeah, it's too much. Which is a pain. Because these are, that's 3 Thracian nobles, which is really beautiful. If he gold chevron them, maybe they could have won. Gold chevron Thracian nobles can do a real damage. The issue is these ranged. How much do they still have ammo? Yeah. Hopefully not too much for the sake of for Titled. We shall see. Light Cav were actually able to get in. Now they're going to pull out and around. But they were able to do some nice little damage to those Thracian slingers. But, well, you got to commit now. You're going to have to commit to the fight. Which is not something you want to do. He does something smart with the slingers. A lot of people forget, but you can get onto this building. Quick reload activated. Does that mean they're in range? Yes, they are. They're able to fire. Just at the edge of the range. I don't know if that was worth a quick reload, but hey. The issue is the longer he waits, the more disastrous it becomes. But Slinger's properly on the wall, able to fire in to the flank of the Royal Spartans. I don't know how much they'll actually be able to do. But Sparta has enough men, they can actually start charging. Okay, good. They do manage to get the charge off. I was worried they wouldn't. You need to activate Headhunt. Yeah. I mean, you're chunking through. You're breaking a decent amount, but it's definitely over. Activate Head on both of those. You're stuck in prolonged combat. You're going to just want to. Yep, there's the next Headhunt. You know what? They're still winning. They're still doing a ton of damage. 110. And they actually managed to get another charge with Headhunt on. That's nice. I'm assuming he's going to charge back in with that boy. The archers have been moved up, so they're able to actually just fire at all times. 112 kills. I mean, yeah, he's going to die. Battle rhythm. One of them didn't get over 100. Told you, should have gold chevron. But with that, that is the end of the battle. Not much you can do at that point. Yeah, there's just too much. Now, hey, the Slingers got over 100 kills before they died, so congratulations. With that, let's see how everyone did. Second most of my team. Pretty close to the first most, considering how early I died. Which is impressive. Alright, let's start with me. Of course, Massilia, 246 on my general. Yeah. Galax, 170, 164, 137, 148 for the Peltists. Axes, one got 129. Thoreos, 110. And then Thorax, 119, 198, 109, and 155. I guess that's 2,000 kills, yeah. Sparta with Leo, he had a lot of his men left. I mean, the general's still completely healthy. But Credence, 175, 172, 190. Periokii Spears, 108. The rest of the Royal Spartans didn't do too crazy good, but they were fighting Thracian nobles. They were getting carved. Yeah, nothing too crazy for the rest of his units. Spartan Hoplites, I mean, they did their job. They pushed in at the end. They fought a lot of high-tier units and did their damage. I think it's JJ Gamers. Looks like it's either IJ Gamers or JJ Gamers. I'm going to go with IJ. I don't know. Or Games. Let me know what it is below if you think you have a better idea than me, which you probably do. 145 for that Light Horse, so I do think someone for doing well with Light Horse. Galax, 114, 103, 165, and 69, nice. 69 on the Levy Freeman, nice again. Celtics, one of them got 103, and then the Army of Chosen. 122, 175, 201, 192, 139, 188, and 135. Getting to the Defenders, title tier, doing the most on his team. Kill-wise, his nobles could have done a lot better if they were used a little earlier. That's probably the biggest takeaway from that. If they were committed a bit earlier along the flank, they probably could have done a little more. Help break those Spartans earlier when they were moving around. But hey, hindsight is 2020. 133 on those nobles, 153 on another. 117 for those Peltists, 100 for one of the Slingers. those mercenary veteran hoplites, though, 254, 241, they killed it. Thracian warriors, 161, 114, 177, 108. Almost 50 kills on a spear. That is impressive. Swaby here with green Kenobi. 131 on the Khemris, 69 on those Khemris, 112. Then Bloodsworn, 168, 181, 162. Nice job with them. Club Levy, 144. That was a lot of Hex Bears. Holy cow. What did you do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why do you have 6 of them? Spear Wall, 120. And of course, that Swordmaster, 308 kills. That's proper Swordmaster kills. But why so many Hex Bears? Kush here with a small army. Armored Shotels, 280, 182. Disciples, 149, 187. That's about it. With that, I think the biggest misplay on the defenders was them sallying out, especially if Kush had such a small army. Since Kush has such a small army, he should not have been aggressive like that. He needed to play defensively against so many chosen swords. Sure, they could have gotten some good kills, but they would have eventually been outgrinded, and it would have ended up as a win for Arverni, unless they were sitting in a choke point, which they weren't. Biggest misplay I would say for the attackers was me not microing my cavalry. I fucked up a lot of cavalry that I could have utilized a lot better. Now, me dying early isn't a big deal. I was the first army in. That was kind of my role, and Sparta took a backseat to that to basically mop up what I couldn't. And he did an excellent job of that. And then games over there, well, he had a fun fight against Kush, which is always going to be just a grind and very painful. But with that, that is the battle. Let me know what you think. Was I wrong on who won, who lost? Let me know. Or, well, obviously not who was right on who won, obviously, but what mistakes were made, what was done well. Let me know. Bye for now.